Welcome to the Man United agenda. Yes. End of a weekend. We've been waiting. It's the last match, 7:00 kickoff. Bath time was at the game, and he'd be delighted, and we're delighted. We've won the game. We got 3 points, and myself and Mr. B are going to touch on that. Before we do, I want to say welcome, Mr. B. It's Sunday evening. We don't usually do shows this late. It's a late kickoff. How was your weekend? How are you feeling? Sunday football, Saturday football. How'd you get on?
1-2-0. First 10 minutes, we were fantastic. First half, we were good. Second half, bruv, we were so shit.
Clean sheet, though.
Yeah, clean sheet. Listen, and that was down to the goalie made a wicked save right at the end of the game to get the clean sheet. But it wasn't a game that we were any fear of losing. But we just, we weren't. You know me, man. You know what I'm like, man. But one game, it's just what it is what it is. It's another game.
You guys are flying, aren't you? You haven't. Are you top of the table?
No, we played less games, so we lost the first league game, and then we've gone unbeaten for the rest. We've won the rest of them.
Wow.
So I think we're on. But league wise, we're doing all right. We're out the 2 cups in it. We lost the semi-final a couple of weeks ago in the quarterfinal, just before Christmas. But anytime we have a gap between games, they're rubbish. So hopefully we'll be able to play on next week, and we can do what United did today.
This is great form for you. So congratulations. Let's keep up to date with Mr. B's team. Just shout them out again. Name of your team again.
Omanorians FC.
Omanorians FC. Big up to Graham in the chat. Big up to Munzie as well. Make sure
God. Next one.
Let's hope we can keep winning like that. It's winning ugly, but that's how you move forward. You have to win like that. And big up to Graham, Papa Bear, a good friend of mine from TikTok.
Yeah, he jumped on earlier on. Big up, man. Big up.
Big up to you, Graham. Thank you so much. All right, we are going live from TikTok as well. Welcome everyone from TikTok. This is the Man United agenda. 1-0 against Fulham away from home. Big up to Stephanie.
Come over, man. Tell him to come over.
Yeah, that Mr. B's telling you guys, come over to YouTube right now. Big up fan 56. Hello, Stephanie Griffiths. How you doing? Big up Yabba, Mr. B. Well done on a superb watch along. Indeed. Mr. B, how was the watch along?
It was enjoyable for a change. We won. There wasn't too much. There wasn't too much to be scared of in game. It wasn't one of the most nervous ones. Me and the chat, we had a good chat. To be fair, it was like a little party. Normally, I try to be more into the game, but we had good discussions today. So it was one of the more fun ones to have done, mate. I tell you.
Because recently you had a bit of a, you say there's a bit of a curse when you do a watch along, we lose.
Yeah, but I was in the house today and I never had anything else to do, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to watch it on my own, so I watched it with the channel. I watched it with my fellow peeps. I ended up getting 30 odd likes, which is more than I expected, and I'm over the moon. It's been a good Sunday. I just want to talk to you now, man. I want to shoot the breeze, man. Man.
Get down to it. First of all, big up Bilal as well. King Dino's in the house. We're going to be arrested for robbery, like that he's saying. Thank you, Graham. No, thank you. But he converted to Sikhism, maybe. Give me some samosas. I might convert for you. We got Stephanie Griffith saying here, clean sheet away from home. Sweet home victories are the sweetest. No doubt about it. Big up, Steph. All right, let's start with the lineup, Mr. B. I mean, I think it was a really good lineup we started with, because we've been talking about this for a while, but Bruno playing in the 2-6 role. It was him and Ugarte in the midfield, and I thought Bruno was possibly man in the match in that position, but I like to see him there, and he's starting to sort of get that role, be comfortable in that role, playing there, dictating the play from deeper and being a bit more disciplined, I felt. So that was good. I like that. Ugarte and 2 Portuguese, Ugarte and Bruno. What do you think about the decision to pick them? Have they been watching the agenda?
More than likely, I would like to hope so. Hopefully they liked and they've subscribed as well, like you lot should be doing, yeah. But now on what I said as the game before the game, I was happy that Bruno was deeper. I don't know what that means for Kobe moving forward, but I'm glad that Bruno played deeper in there. Maybe he's learned a little bit something. Trust the players further ahead. We need Bruno on the pitch and we need his discipline. I thought he was disciplined today. He still tried a few of the Hollywood ones, but look, that's never going to be taken out of his game. I know you said he was probably man of the match in that position. I thought he did okay. I'm not sure who the bar Leacher, obviously who hit the winner. I think the first half, everybody was crap.
Crap.
Yeah, I think everybody was poor in the first half. Second half is when maybe the scores you can start adding, above average scores. But I think the first half they weren't very good.
Well, you were doing the watch along. I mean, yeah. I was just sitting here watching at home. But you have to take it in, take the game in for real. So yeah, it was a bit dour, to be honest. It was a bit dour. I want to say shout out to Rio. Says Maguire had a solid game. He certainly did. Good observation with those glasses you got there, man. With those glasses, everyone. I hope send these glasses into the channel so we can give them to some of our people on the panel because they are Harry Maguire glasses. They see things for real. Will Dora be joining us? Says Bilal.
No,
not tonight.
Not tonight.
Just
Too
quickly,
late.
I know there's so much to talk about. It's a short show today, but UK Strange saying here, this is a stat because I was surprised this guy. I thought Haaland was second behind Xerxes at the moment. Haaland has not scored in 36 of his 48 games for Man United. Is it time to look to sell or loan him? We're not answering that yet, but his performance wasn't too good. He got dragged again. Big up to Jay. How you doing? So thanks for the service, guys. We appreciate. I think we need Obi Martin in the striking line.
There was a few people who were saying that in the chat. To be fair,
what was the talk? What
were they saying that he should be given a chance? My thing was, there's no point in bringing him in because he's got no service. But Matty McFay said if the forward's not making the right run, you're not going to be able to find him with the pass. And if you look at what he does, he has said that the 2 times that the ball stuck with Højlund, as in we were able to move up the pitch. Bro, he's a bag of shit.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was really disappointed with him. The hold-up play, ball was coming to him. He wasn't sticking. He was getting moved up too easily. It's just, come on, man. This is the basics of centre-forward play, especially in a single when you're the only one up there. Do yourself a favour, man. Just hold up the ball. Be stronger. He's got the strength. He just hasn't got the ability to hold up the ball. He needs to improve on that drastically. Otherwise, he's not going to be effective for the club. And he's not going to help us play out. I saw a few sighs from certain players. There's one from Martinez. It was definitely aimed at Haaland for giving the ball away because he gave the ball away cheaply.
Twice in the first half.
Yep. And they had an attack. And the defenders had to wrap it all up. And they were just sighing as if to say, what the hell is that? So it's emanating across the football pitch now. You can see it. The players are getting a little bit frustrated with him, especially when the ball keeps coming back time and time again as defenders. And you want your guys to hold up the play. And that's where Xerxes comes in. He does that really well. King Dino saying here, that was me that said you can't serve a striker not making the run. Okay. Elaborate on that then. What's the talk?
Well, they were just it was the runs, isn't it? Because obviously if you're the forward and you're the midfielder and your forward is backing into a man, you don't trust him, then it ends up being a situation where they were still hitting him with the pass because they had to, but it was just so normal. It was just so normal. You just expected him to lose the ball. You know what I mean? He's shocking. He is shocking.
I think he hesitates too much as well, especially once he does get it under or he does get a ball to feet. He hesitates too long.
He doesn't pop it off.
He doesn't pop it off fast enough. It's just too. It's very difficult. It looks really strained out there. He's under pressure. Look, we've had a lot of players. We've had Harry Maguire under pressure. We've had Garnacho, Rashford, Martinez recently was under pressure. These guys have dips of form and they come back and prove it wrong. Like Martinez, he's playing really well at the moment. But I don't see that with Haaland. I don't know whether he can get back from this because it's getting worse and worse for him. Last season, he had no competition. This season, he's got a bit of competition and someone who was getting roasted a few weeks ago. And that guy who was getting roasted a few weeks ago now looks like the main guy above of Haaland. So
but the thing is, Xerxes is not even what we want as a striker. He's just better than the other striker in the club.
Yeah. So big up to Rio. He's saying, I don't think the service excuse can be used anymore. Haaland's got trampoline toes. That's a good one. I like that. Big up to Solo. How you doing, Solo? He says 14 in the chat. Give the guys a like and subscribe. And then you guys on TikTok as well, come over to the Man United Agenda on YouTube and give us a like and subscribe if you don't mind as well. We've got Graham saying here, the performance didn't matter, just the 3 points. I do better at 43 at five-a-side. Rasmus isn't good enough. Simple as that. So at 43 years old, Graham would do better. Maybe we should sign Graham up at his age. And happy birthday, by the way, to our manager. He's 40 years old. Makes him feel young. Makes me feel old, sorry. 40 years old, Amarin. Wow. And the manager. Couple more here. What? Not getting the service is not an excuse for Rasmus anymore. Okay, fair enough. And big up to Matty. He was in watching the watch along as well. He said Maguire never had a dip in form. That would suggest he had any form to begin with. He is a stone in the United shoe that needs removing. I'm not going to get along with you on that one, Matty. But that's what we're here for. All right, Mr. B. Yes, the first half was pretty poor. No real. I mean, why do you think we couldn't get a shot on target in the first half or penetrate? Is it just about being solid? Is that what we're just concerned with? Concern myself at the moment. Just keeping it solid.
I will say yes to that because I want to be positive. Maybe we didn't go looking for a goal and we just decided that we needed to be in the game after 3 minutes because we're the king of conceding early goals. I think Fulham had the first half. They did play better than us, but Onana didn't. I don't remember a save that Onana made in the first half. Am I wrong?
I can't recall. There was one actually from what's his name? Ogocha's little nephew.
Oh, Awobi.
Yeah, Roby just shot with his left foot. It was a weak shot. It just went down low. It was on target though, but it wasn't nothing threatening. But right, regarding Mr. B, like you said, we didn't. We kept it solid, but they, like you said, they didn't really penetrate us. They weren't really scaring us in any way. So isn't that a good positive sign to see that we're finally keeping a sort of a solid foundation to prevent teams from breaking us down and being too easy to open up? We recall not so long ago under Ten Hag, for example, teams in transition were breaking on us. We had no midfield and we were sort of under heaps of pressure. Is it getting, have we got this sort of shield now in front of the defence to sort of prevent these sort of counter-attacks with that five-man defence? Are things looking more solid, defensive free? I heard commentators saying, heard the manager saying that as well, that we're looking more solid now. That's how you build a team, isn't it, from the back? And it looks like we're doing okay, as evidence today.
Yeah, it was better. Look, we kept a clean sheet, so you can't poo-poo it. They're above us in they're above us in the league. A lot of teams are above us in the league, but the clean sheet is probably the sweetest part of the game today. Regardless of what Fulham did, or how they played, I think a clean sheet was really important for the confidence of the team. The fact that we won away from home is another big boost. The test, though, but is going to be the home games. Away from home, there's no pressure. We've said it. Even Amarin said it. If it wasn't this press conference, it was the press conference before that. They're nervous at home. So away from home, it's fine. It's no problem. But you can't be nervous in your own house. You can't be nervous in your own house.
Is it because at home we feel that we should be going at teams a bit more? Does that make us a bit more vulnerable?
You could be right. You could be right to that advice. To that, but we're quote unquote Man United.
Griffiths is saying here, solid but no penetration is frustrating. Allegedly, sorry but couldn't resist. It's a joke, obviously, she's using play of words there. But Stephanie and Mr. B, isn't that how we're supposed to build and start getting better, by being solid? And then we start, the next stage is to take steps towards being creating chances.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's the chances that we're still lacking that creative part. I want to see us have four. Look, we had one chance. We had one shot on target today and scored.
Yeah.
I said we have to be clinical, which we were. You can't get any more clinical than that. But let's create 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 chances in a game. We're playing other Premier League teams and they're creating, even if they're losing the game, they're creating, 4 or 5 good chances.
Yeah.
How much good chances did we have today? Ahmad's goal, unlucky at the end. Very, very ridiculous, very, very ridiculously tight offside. And then you say that Collier saved our arse.
Yep.
With his block. I mean, they're just
from a corner again.
There you go. From a corner again.
And then the guy had a sitter in the 6-yard box right at the end of the game as well.
Which one
He
was that?
blasted it over.
Oh my God! Yeah, when it bounced
Martinez.
and trickled down. Yeah, Munez. Yeah, so there was chances. You know, it could have gone another way. This confidence is what the team needs. We said, you know, points over performance, and that is really what we got today. We definitely got the point over the performance. For you though, did you obviously see? Obviously, you said Maguire defensively. You must have thought that we were half. Do you think that they threatened the defense enough to say that? I'm not saying that Maguire had a bad game. That's not what I'm saying. But defensively, I'm not sure we were tested enough to be giving them individually high marks. If you know what I mean, I don't think they did anything. Maguire, as soon as they hit a ball into the box, I was calm. Because I know Maguire's munching those all day. The little take those all day. You know, and then when Euro came on, I think they're splitting the game time between Euro and De Ligt. I think that was more a fitness thing. You know, hopefully, De Ligt's not injured. I think that's more a game time thing. I think they're monitoring both of them. But defensively, I'm glad with our defenders. I'm happy with the defenders that we've got. You know, even Mazraoui can drop into there. It's the midfield part of it where we still have the issue. I think we've still got the issue. And today, I think it showed a bit. You know, we don't have Garnacho. The last game he was very good. This is what I expect to see. This is the Garnacho that I want Chelsea to come and buy. You know, come and take him. Take him. If he's what you think that you need, take him.
Just want to say big up to Sigmund. How you doing? He's running with Stephanie's good wordplay there. I want to say hi to Farn as well. Farn 1994. Great to see you as well. Matt, he's saying here, if we had 2 world-class centre-backs, we wouldn't need to play 3 mediocre ones. Then we could use more creative options instead of packing the defence with numbers. And we all want bath time and Leacher selfie tonight. Yeah, that'd be great. Hope bath time's okay. And do you think bath time is in the Fulham end?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he was.
Stay on the hush. Big up to bath time. I hope you had a great time in the game. Yeah, just what you were saying there. So look, the base is really good. I think I know Matty's running our centre backs, but I thought they were brilliant. Like you said, Mr. B, because our shape is good. We kept compact in the middle, and anything coming over is dealt with because of Maguire, because of his Licher and De Ligt in the first half. They are responsible for dealing with things just simply like that. And obviously, the build-up play, they get more comfortable with that, building the ball up, bringing it out, keeping possession. We had 50% possession with them today, Fulham today, throughout the game. And then the key for me is this. In front of them, you got 2 guys there, the double pivot, and one of them is assigned, enjoys, you know, like the Italians love defending. I think Ugarte loves
a tackle. Yeah, he does.
He loves that 6 role. He loves, you can see he gets excited. And he comes into his game when he has to sort of track things down and stop things. He takes pride in that job, in that duty. He's got no frills. He just wants to do an important job for the club. And we're starting to see, in my opinion, a class player who does things really well. And these things sort of go unnoticed. A bit like why I feel people don't like Harry Maguire. Because like you said, the basic things he does, you're supposed to do, he does that well, goes unnoticed. And same with Ugarte. I watched him for the last few weeks now, and he's really impressed me with the way he's guarded, protected the defence, shuffled people out wide, and had got the numbers behind the ball, and been very conservative with his play, which has given us a good base to build from. So you've got Ugarte and Bruno in there. He's got Bruno on a string, on a lead, you know, keeping him close to him, talking in Portuguese with us. Stay, all right, go, lay down, but you know, keeping them together. And I thought they worked really well today. But Ugarte has been very important for me in what we saw as a clean sheet today. When we conceded goals recently, it's been mistakes. I think going forward, if we can have that foundation to build off, we could be a threat once we start delivering in the final third as well with our play. So I'm quite happy, and we start to see a bit of development with what we're seeing with the system. People saying, we should go to a 4. Stick with it, because it's not broken just yet. And I think we've got the right personnel, especially with Agate in. I'm keep repeating Agate, but I think he's been brilliant for us in this system so far. So long may it continue. So just go through a few more comments here before we come to action of the game. Our way forward in the Premier League is much more reliable. So Wolves game aside, says Stephanie Griffiths. We won't hear anyone mentioning a bad Scott midfielder tonight, says Bilal. And saying Amarin is making decent substitutions as well, no doubt about it. So obviously, gone at half time. It was a bit dour. I know Mr. B was doing the watch along. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of whispers. Everyone was talking about what a dry, crusty game. But in the second half, Fulham have come out and they've tried to probe, tried to sort of break us down. Obviously, down the flanks, we've given them room down the flanks to break. They got Robinson. They brought in Chiure as well, who looked, oh my god, he looked like the universe coming
Agate, he bounced Agate like the 2 times Agate went there. He just bounced off him, man. And then obviously Agate had to make the tackle because then man they made him dart through, and he had to come off after he tried to. Some things he can't stop, but fair play. Then man, you know you can't just let the man because he's bigger than you run past you, but. Yeah, man.
There's no shame. The thing is, there's no shame. He will bounce a lot of guys like that. There's no shame.
Yeah.
And you don't. Once he's got the ball, it's really hard to get him off the ball because of his strength, and that's all he's got. But I just think if you just shuffle him out and let him give off the ball or try and cross it, there's no real end product with him. So don't think he's that much of a threat. You just got to know how to deal with him. And I think Martinez, the butcher, has got a memory like an elephant. He remembers what happened last time we played them, and he had a little something for him today. But so, as Stephanie was saying, there substitutions made the difference today. Agate got injured. He got dragged off, didn't he? And they brought on Kobe. Now Agate came off in the 73rd minute. But before that, on the 58th minute, Euro came on for De Ligt. Now you said earlier, Mr. B, that's to do with fitness.
I think they're monitoring them because those were the 2 defenders. The 2 players that he spoke about in the press conference was De Ligt, and he said De Ligt had a bruise and Lenny was tired. Right. So I think that's why he's given them, he split the minutes between them 2 there. I'm convinced of that.
Okay. And so Euro's come on the 58th minute and De Ligt's come on. And then obviously Agate got booked in the 73rd minute and Collier came on for him, and we talk about him in a bit. And then in the 81st minute, Garnacho got dragged off Kobe, and 58th minute as well. So Haaland came on. He came off for Xerxes. So as Stephanie was saying, there we're making good subs, and the players come on and doing a good job. Kieran's saying, "I love Collier. He's a real Man United player. He should start. He started the other day, by the way. But came on today and had impact." So, what do you think about the manager making subs, key subs? Have we got a decent squad, like a small but decent squad coming in? We sort of seem to know where people's roles are now.
I think that they're understanding the roles more, but I'm not going to say we've got a decent squad. We're still we're position short, so I'm not going to say we've got a decent squad. We could do with a few more players in certain positions. What I think he's learned is where players can actually play.
Yeah.
You know, and positions. Bruno can obviously play 2 positions. Ahmad can play 2 positions. Mazraoui can probably play 7 positions. But, you know, Dalot, he knows Dalot's trash on the left. I think Mazraoui was better on the left than Dalot would be.
Yeah.
I think Dalot might be gone in
the
summer. Yeah, he's fallen off a cliff since Amarin. I don't think he's been that good since Amarin's come in. He hasn't had one good game for Amarin since he's coming. I think he could easily be replaced.
One good game, but he plays every game.
Yeah, but I just think it's because he's Portuguese. I don't think Dalot he's done anything in any game this season.
Does he work
hard? I understand he works hard, but yeah, he works hard and he's professional. But you can get people who work hard and professional, but if you look at that first half, he made so much errors with the ball, giving the ball away.
Okay.
You know, cutting inside and playing the ball with his left foot. Bro, if you can't pass the ball with your left foot, don't try. You know what I mean? His ball was getting cut out, passing the ball into midfield. I used to like Dalot. I'm not going to say, you know, but I'm not sure if it's the system. I'm not sure if it because he's playing every game or whatever. But I think I think we could get rid of Dallo. I
All
think
right,
we
so
could
if
get rid of
you're
Dallo.
scrutinising Dallo, we got not so funny, also ha. He's saying here Kobe hasn't had a good game as well, unfortunately. Hence why I'm not surprised at the Chelsea links. What has Kobe fallen off a cliff in your term, in your words?
Somebody mentioned, but it might have been him earlier on, because I was saying that Manu was crap. No, I
You
just
don't
think
think he's fallen
Manu.
off a cliff?
No, I think Manu's struggling to work out where in this formation. I think he's struggling to find a position. To be fair, I think they should still be. I think they should be playing him higher. And I think maybe they've realised he doesn't have the legs to play one of the two. Yabba. And these kids have been brought up in threes in central midfield. It's not like the Roy Keane days and the Brian Robson days and the Paul Ince days where they understood how to play in a two. Teams don't play in twos. Footballers don't play in twos. It's a different. If you're playing a three and you've been licensed to attack, you've got two players behind you.
Yeah.
So you can go if you've got a designated number 6 and you've got a box to box and a 10. As a 6, the 6 is behind you. Whereas when they're playing in a 2, you have to choose your run right and then work out, well, if before you've even made your pass or made your run, you've got to decide if it gets cut out, where the space is going. And guess where the space is? Where you've just left, which means that your centre midfielder has to come over. You're already playing with 3 at the back. You're not playing with 4 at the back, and the centre backs don't necessarily come out. So there's a lot of things that need to be worked out in his head, and maybe that's whereas I think as a number 10, he's got the freedom to express himself a little bit more. His own game. You've seen Kobe, what he can do to a man, how he can duppy a man.
Yeah.
And he's gone. So I think further up the pitch is probably better for him. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But Kobe ain't going nowhere.
Not so funny also sort of saying here, there's only one position I think could work for Kobe, and that's the number 10 position, just like what you were saying there. And also saying here that some players are bad, they just can't handle his system, the manager's system. Matty's saying here, I'll replace maybe 8 of the starting 11 in the perfect world, but we have PSR now, so we need to do the best with what we have. Spot on. Says not so funny to you, Mr. B, with what you're saying. You're on the same page, you two. They're talking about Kobe Manu. You don't feel it's falling off the cliff. But I think overall, look, we showed a lot of character. We saw a few high fives. Obviously, when Collier knocked the ball off the line, I'd really like to see that with the players going up to him and pumping his chest and that kind of thing.
I tell you what I did like.
That shows harmony. That shows that some of the team are united.
There was a little scuffle when
Martinez pushed Chirere.
Yeah, and Yoro came straight over. Do you know what? I love that. There wasn't the whole team. It was just the nearest man. Said, no. You're not doing that. You know what I mean? And I like that. He was in there quick. There was no thought. There was no, all right, he didn't go there and buck him or go, but he backed up his boy. You know what I mean? And I love to see things like that. So maybe there is a team, maybe there is a team harmony starting to evolve. You know what I mean?
You're talking about harmony and doing your hands like that. What was the hand celebration with Martinez? Now, let's just talk about that goal because it came late in the game, kind of. Bruno came down and left. I thought Bruno was instrumental in that goal and helping us build that goal with his ball control. He gets so much respect. Once he's got the ball on his feet, you can't rush him. He's going to dictate the play, become the playmaker, and he set up everything for that goal. It was a nice pass off for Collier to shoot. Didn't quite come to him. Laid off to Martinez, who's run onto the ball, similar to what he did that cross the other day, and had a shot that got deflected into the back of the net. And obviously, that was the only shot on target, even though it was a deflected own goal, kind of own goal. He was given the goal. But what a goal. And the celebration as well. And this is a guy, mind you, who a few weeks ago, or even last season, there was question marks about him. He's come back and shown real grit, real character to prove why they called him the butcher. And that knife was blunt a few weeks ago.
He's working in a sausage factory, boy.
Starting to sharpen the knife, and he's looking like a butcher again, a legit one. I like what we're seeing there. But what was the celebration? He was doing some.
I didn't. I have no idea. I had gone, mate. I have no idea what he did. I have no idea how they celebrated. I don't know.
He was doing like zoop, zoop, zoop. I don't know. Anyone know what celebration's about for Martinez? I thought he was doing something to do with like a butchering or something like that.
I have no idea.
I like that.
Yeah, I have no idea, boy. I have no idea. But the last few games, and look, what's he? He must be on 3 for the season now, surely. I think he's on 3.
Yeah, possibly.
Couple
I
of
know.
assists as well.
Oh yeah, he's got an assist, that's for sure.
Mm.
So yeah, it's character. That's character to come back from that and score now. And you know, when he scored, everyone was delighted for him. You could see that they ran over. That's just saying. I'm just seeing little things. We're showing a bit of harmony that we're getting it together and we want to win. And all the characters, the bad mind characters, the bad apples, are not there. There's only room in the inn for proper players who are on it, who are on side with the manager, and there's got that harmony going with the team as well. So 1-0 up, and yeah, at that point you're thinking we're going to take this home. But Fulham got themselves back in the game and had a couple of chances toward the end, didn't they, bro?
Yeah, it's what happens when there's one goal when there's only one goal in the game. Home or away, you're going to try and take the chance to equalize, and they did. They did have the opportunity. I know the Mooney's one went over the bar. I was glad that they started Raul. He's never going to dominate Maguire in the air, so I'm glad that they started with him and not Mooney's. But looking back on the game, I still think that there wasn't dangerous bar the Collier, obviously. There wasn't dangerous opportunities. You know, I don't know if that was down to Fulham. I would like to think it was down to Amorim. But we can only move forward from this in regards to team and confidence wise. We've got we've got that CBS team or CSB or something.
Star Bucharest.
Yeah, we got them on Thursday.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see what team he puts out, and who have we got? What's our next league game?
Next league game. I know we got Leicester in the cup at some point, haven't we? Let's see. So I'm not sure. Let's have a look here. Man United fixtures. Go back. So we got Crystal Palace Sunday the 2nd. That's after the European tie. And then we got the FA Cup the following Friday. And then we got Spurs in the Premier League away. And then we got Everton after that away as well. So
those are all winnable games, Yabba.
Yeah, most certainly.
You know, you look at all of them and you think, you know, we should beat Cluj. Crystal Palace. Are we at home, Crystal Palace? We're at home for Crystal Palace, right?
Palace. We're at home. Yeah, home to Palace.
Yeah, I mean, look, man.
Home to Leicester in the cup, and then 2 away games, Spurs and Everton after that.
Yeah, we can. I mean, you know, I know. Obviously, when you win, you get that little bit of confidence, you know, and you start thinking, okay, you can go on the run. I mean, we haven't won 2 league games in a row all season, so that would be a nice start for the team. But yes, man, we just need to keep this going. You know, he's going to mix it up. He's going to change something, a couple of things. Let's hope it doesn't really mess with the form. We do well against, and then we just carry this on for next week, but with a little bit more. I mean, the fact that we're at home is good. Guess what? The transfer window will be closed. So there'll be no more. We're going to know who's in. We're going to know who's out. The squad are going to know who's in and who's out. And then we'll just get our head down and try and get out of this 12th place, man. Move up to 11.
Speaking of players that will be out, we've got the Rashford. And Graham saying here, was it a snake? The Viper celebration from FIFA computer games. Is that? I don't know.
No idea.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. So I don't know. I'm sure I want to find out though, because I thought that was a really cool celebration. 6 points ahead of Everton, says Stephanie Griffiths. Our run of fixtures are all wins. There's 16 likes at the moment. Thanks, guys. Make sure you just press the like. It does help a lot. And we have Everton, Spurs, and then Ipswich as well.
Come on, Yab. Look at these games, Yabba.
Yeah.
Look at these games, man.
Yeah. But the big one, look, we've got Leicester at home. That's FA Cup. Obviously, we're in the Europa League. We've qualified, so that'd be. But we're comfortable in the cups. The 2 cups that we're in, we're comfortable. But you're saying now, let's go on a run in the league with the game.
Yeah, we have to
sort of start give us.
Yeah, we have to give us even if it's false hope. Yeah. Even if it's false hope, I want to hope. You know, I've said 10th. And I'm still convinced this team blows too hot and cold to think that we're going to go out there. You know, we've called the games that we've got. Oh, we've got Tottenham. Tottenham lost to Leicester today.
Yeah.
Tottenham can't be beating us 3 times in a. I'm sorry. Tottenham cannot be beating us 3 times in a season. I don't care who they've got playing. I don't care who we've got playing. They should. So these are games that these teams should be looking forward and saying, Jesus Christ, we should be winning this. These are games that we could win. You know what I mean? So one game at a time. That's bullshit talk, man. We already know that that's TV talk. You know what I mean? We win 3 games in a row. Get that second win. Just get that second win, that second league win. You know, then it starts.
What's been the best performance for you so far? Because remember, Amarin's come. He's been in here a few months now. What's been the best performance? Can you see some progression now under him? Are you seeing a bit more understanding of how we played? Do you think he's made the right decisions? What's the best game that we've played to sort of represent him? Are the players on board? I mean, how do you assess it now? We're coming to like the end of January. How are you assessing?
The best game must be the 4-0 against Everton, but it was Everton that we played.
Yeah.
I think they are understanding it a little bit more, but there's still a lot of hesitation in what they're doing. More the forward side of it, in regards to, you see like Man City. You see like Man City, Arsenal. They've got a system that opens you up in regards to there's patterns. I don't want the team to be rigid. I don't want that, but there's patterns that open up spaces on the pitch, and then you pounce, or you open up. That's the part that I'm waiting for. Defensively, I think they kind of understand what they're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the attack, and that's the serious part. That's the most important part of the game, to be fair, to be scoring goals. That's the part that I don't think they understand. That I think that is down to IQ of the players playing in the positions that we're playing in. Garnacho today was just Garnacho.
Mm-hmm.
I just think if we've got a more sensible player in that 10 position, then our game changes. Somebody who can see different passes. Imagine, I'm not saying a KDB, but imagine somebody of KDB's vision playing in Garnacho's position. Because Garnacho picks in the system that we play, that left-sided, even Kobe picked up the ball enough when he came on. We use that left side a lot, and that is the IQ position. So that's more what I'm thinking that we need. If we can, however it works, I think if we can change those 2 positions are the most important for him, and we find them a lot in the game. So replace it.
You know what? That's a good analysis, Mr. B. I do agree with you there. It's just about we're starting to get the foundation at the back. Going forward to cut teams open, we just need maybe different personnel or different more time for these guys to get it. And Kobe, like you said, Kobe was involved in the disallowed goal. He came on and he was playing good in the final third as well, with his technique and his ability to sort of beat a man and roll in passes and bring people in. So the right personnel in there could do us a lot better in those positions. We just need attacking wingers that are comfortable tracking back and protecting the ball, or talking about our wide men in that position who both play. We're playing Maz and Dalot in those positions as well. If we get more,
I think Mazraoui was all right. Mazraoui was right. Yeah, I thought Mazraoui was fine today. My issues with Dalot, but I mean, he swapped them sides. You notice that he played him on different sides today. I mean, we've been calling that. Yeah, because he came in and played the other side, in it. Yeah, I mean, look, maybe they're just advertising him. I'm convinced. I think Malacia will go in this window.
Malacia or Malacia?
Malacia, I don't care. However they want to call him, as long as they pay us more than we sold him that we traded for. 15 mil. If they can get the 15 mil, what we pay 12 for him, we can get 15 for him. I think they should let him go.
Yeah. Big up to Big G as well. Thank you very much. We've got Not So Funny saying here, every time we had attacking wing backs, we've won every game. Scoreline. Let's go to a quick one from Andrew. Big up to Andrew. How you doing? Onana 6. Remember, 5 is average. Maguire 6. I'll give him higher than that. De Ligt was a 5. Martinez a 6. Bruno 5. I'll give him higher than that. Agate 7. He's giving Agate the man of the match. Ahmad 5. Garnacho 6. And Rasmus 3. But Dalot gets a 2 from him. And Mr. B, you get a 10. Me and you get a 10.
Big up.
Thanks, Matty, for that. And left-sided, Nore is a dream transfer from Wolves as well. Man of the match for you, Mr. B?
Leacher, clean sheet, and he scored the winner. Clean sheet and he scored the winner. Yeah,
What about his general play?
it was Leacher, in it. I think he's coming back into some sort of form. He doesn't bottle anything. His head is very Argentinian, especially that 2-footed stamp that he tried to do on Toure. But that's his game. He's an aggressive player, you know. So yeah, the winner and his overall aggression. I'm gonna say I'll give it to Leacher, no problem at all.
Guys, you agree with Mr. B that Leacher was man in the match today? Any other candidates? For me, I think Maguire was very good. The keeper didn't have much work to do. Obviously, he's a bit under pressure because of what happened with him, with that fluky stupidness he was doing last week. I thought Maguire was very good. I thought Bruno was excellent. I thought Garte was excellent. And Xerxes came on, done okay. Not saying he's a contender, but I just want to say, compared to Rasmus, who's playing poor, I thought Xerxes was good. So for me, it'd be between Bruno and Harry Maguire for my man in the match.
Oh, okay.
Lucha was lucky to be on the pitch, says Andrew. Ruben Amorim on Marcus Rashford. This is from Delaney. I would put Jorge, Vital on the bench before a player doesn't give him maximum. Okay. I think we've heard that one. Thank you, Graham. Yes, we are tens, no doubt about it. Appreciate that. Double A in the house as well. Man of the match is saying Martinez or Garte. So Garte is starting to get the respect. People are liking him, and obviously the stat that we heard on the TV: 38 games out of 46, he hasn't scored for a striker. Garte was decent, but Martinez, South American, still winner. So yeah, it's a split. It's one of the South Americans where gets it. I'm going to go with Mr. B then. It's going to Martinez. Match. So Mr. B, big up to Raz United. How you doing, Raz? Good to see you on TikTok. We're on the Man United agenda right now on YouTube. So great if you guys can come over from TikTok. Mr. B, you've given us a man of the match. Obviously, we've got Steaua Bucharest during the week. What do you do? Is it like rotation, or do you just want to
rotate?
Take your risk. You want to put your best team out. And get the
no.
Rotate.
Steaua Bucharest ain't beating us. Let's not get it twisted. So you rotate. The most important thing, I've said, we've qualified now in it. I'm still convinced our only hope of getting anything this season is Europa League. That's not going to change. But guess what? You don't need to play your strongest team now. You're already through. Yes, granted, we haven't qualified. We're fourth, but we can still drop down to ninth. I think somebody was saying if all the results go wrong or we lose the game, so you know we'll take the draw. They're not gonna come and beat us at Old Trafford. So I'm expecting a rotation. We can't fully rotate because we don't have the players to do that. But I think he's gonna play a team that he thinks can win, but he's gonna keep his strongest team for the league game on Sunday.
Okay, so there you go. And obviously, during the week, we're back. Don't forget, Bath Time was at the game today at Craven Cottage. He always goes to the home game, Craven Cottage. It'd be great to hear his views, his perspective, because we only see it on TV. Bath Time was at the game, so you get a better view of everything. And hopefully, he got home safely as well. Grace in the house as well. He's saying here, did you see Garnacho wide and Delo in the 10? Maybe we should just play our wingers wide and put Maiden and Bruno in the 10. And talking about the service applied to Holland, they were talking about that. Not so funny saying here, but I want to see Xerxes do a full 90 and Ericsson and Kobe in the 10 maybe for that game. We are away from home. I wouldn't write off this team. Steaua Bucharest, they won the Champions League, remember, in 1987. I think it was.
Yeah, but
with Hadji.
There's a lot of things you could do in 1987 that you cannot do now. So let's don't, bro. Just so.
Now we all say hi to John Lowry as well. Buzz in with the 3 points he's saying here. Big thanks to Mr. B for the watch along. Very enjoyable. Thank you, Mr. B. No doubt about that. And Henri K Cadet, he was talking about Haaland earlier, saying that he doesn't get the service, and he's replying to Andrew, who said he does. Andrew, hold up play is one aspect, but we still have had a number of strikers, and all have suffered with poor service. So there's a debate that will rage on as we get on with the Man United fan base as well. Getting a little fed up with the wingers as well, says Big G. All right, that's enough from us. We're going to say lack a notch. It's been a great weekend, a great end to the weekend. We went to Fulham, went to Craven Cottage, a team on form, and we got the result. 1-0 thanks to Martinez. Should have been 2, but that's how it goes. We've done the business, and we're going to go and have a little rest and return tomorrow. Anything on the menu for next week, Mr. B? What
Obviously
you got in store?
we'll have the watch along on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
We'll have the preview Wednesday, but obviously Champions League's on. So
Oh yeah, it's a late one.
it's going to be a late one. But obviously Friday is the panel show. I've already got a couple on. Stuart Marshall obviously is on, and Far 1994 is
Okay.
on. Far
That's
next time you're in.
Debate between different fan bases, is that right?
Well, no, it's United. It's unless Far support somebody else. It's just a lot of things that are splitting the fan base. So I just want to get a kind, Bruno, he's Marmite. We've got Hoyland, Xerxes debate. Garnacho, if he's still here, I'm going to talk about Garnacho. There's a lot of things that I kind of just want to get out and see what people's opinions are. So the more the merrier, to be fair, the more the merrier. We can hold 10 on screen, and I'm more than willing to throw a question out and sit down there and let you lot answer it. So, yeah, if you are interested, if you know anybody who might be interested, as I said, we know you guys in the chat. If it's somebody that we don't know, we would rather they have their camera on. But you guys, if you want to come on and talk, it's not a problem. That's what the show's going to be about on Thursday. So
yeah. Also, it's obviously the window's going to be closing next week. We have tried to, because there's not been much action for Man United in the transfer window, but maybe, just maybe, there might be a few outs by the end of the week. Talking maybe Rashford. There's rumours about Garnacho as well. If something happens, don't worry, we will cover it. And so let us know as well. Give us a message if you hear anything. If you've got your ear to the ground, if you're working in a hotel or something and you clean up some tables and you hear some deals going down or something like that, or your mate down a pub tells you something, let us know. I want that Rashford deal to go through. I'm just really, that'd be a good window for us if Rashford just goes and we can move on from there, because otherwise we're having him around, it's not going to be too cool. Big up to Graham. It's a great podcast. Lack a notch, Bilal, no doubt about it. Matty saying poker. I don't know what that means.
I would like to think that means goodbye, but like you would say poker, you find out it's something else.
I've said it now, so I can't take that back. That performance that was very worrying. Kate Cadet. Garnacho is going, so not so funny. Big up, not so funny. It was a 10-hat performance that got me worried. Kate Cadet's really concerned. Great show, Stephanie Griffiths. Stephanie, it's always good to have you on board. Night, says Andrew. That's a loser. I'm not calling you that, but that's your name. Big G saying if Rashford goes to Barca, then we are getting a couple of Barca players in return. I don't know about that. But anyway, enough from us. Don't forget to tune into the Man United Agenda. Appreciate every one of you. We'll be back tomorrow. Check your alarm bell for what time, probably 9 o'clock. And then we will talk everything Man United, no doubt about it. So thanks for joining us, Mr. B. You got your custard and your pudding?
I've got food. No, I was doing the watch along. My dinner was ready, boy, and then I jumped straight on here. So I might have cake and custard after it. But I've got my dinner to eat right now. So I'm gonna put on. I watch some of these lesser YouTubers on my TV. I've done my bit for the night. I've served my community.
Indeed.
I'm gonna enjoy my food tonight, though, brother. Nothing beats a win, boy.
I will, no doubt about it. Thanks, guys. With lack a notch from me.
Lack a notch from me.
We're out.